watch is saying it's time. So that must mean it's time. My watch wouldn't tell me it's time if it weren't. All right, welcome. Good morning, everyone. I am Ron. This is Core Without the Floor. Friday morning, 45 minutes. And we're going to do standing. Like this, we're going to be the whole time. No sitting down. What? You had all sorts of seated classes lately. It's time to kick it up a notch. Let's start out with just bringing that knee up. Arm, leg, opposite arm, opposite leg. Everything stays pointed forward. Hips don't roll. They don't roll that way. And take your time with it. Start finding your balance. Single leg, foot flat on the floor. Knee bent just a little bit. Yes, it is. As I said that, my foot was rolling out just a little bit. So I said, foot flat on the floor. Wait, not quite. That's what we're shooting for, though. Bring it up. Make sure the core is tight. Make sure the shoulder blades are back. Always in that neutral position, back of the head to the tailbone. You should take it nice and slow. So remember, when you do these, we're going to breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth, gently pursed lips as you exhale, just to slow it down a little bit. We're going to tighten up those core muscles, those ab muscles. You're going to strengthen them up, clench them like that's what we're going to do. So we're going to do that. Let's practice it. In. Keep marching. Don't stop. My arm stopped. Breathe in through the nose. Take the core, tighten it up. And exhale. A couple more times. Start getting the glutes nice and tight. As you squeeze to get the air out, you're engaging the entire core, which includes the glutes, up the lower back, through the sides. Last part of that exhale, you push just a little bit harder, squeeze just a little bit tighter. You feel those lower abs kick up just a little bit. Throw that pelvis up. All right. Feet, hip width apart. I had to look at them. Feet, those hip width apart, hands behind the head. Roll the shoulder blades back. Chin is up, chest is out. Elbows come back as far as you can get them, but wherever they are, you're bringing those shoulder blades together. That's the important piece. Elbows as wide as you can get them. We'll get those shoulder blades working to pull the elbows back, which is going to pull the shoulder blades together. Take a deep breath in, exhale, and turn gently, ever so slightly. And back into the middle. Other side, same thing. Around, only as far as is comfortable for you. The back is still, those muscles are still cold. You want to make sure they get warmed up before you go too far with them. So you just do a little bit at a time. Again, deep breath in, tight, squeeze the glutes. Keeps the hips from rotating, making sure the shoulders come around only. Keeping the shoulder girdle in a straight line, not just letting that front arm collapse across. And bring it on back. Bring the arms down. Hand on the chair. We did that march thing. We're going to do it again, but this time I want you to bring the leg up just a little bit higher. Stay stationary for a moment on the single leg. Feel the stance leg, foot's flat on the floor, knees bent just a little bit. And find that balance. This other leg, knee, toe, hip is in alignment. And then start seeing if you can pull the hand up off the chair, maybe just a little bit, hover, or just use one finger. Whatever works for you, but try to challenge it so that the stance leg is doing the work, the core is having to tighten up. If you do that exhale, tightening up the core muscles, you're going to find out that you're going to get really stable. That's the difference of bringing those core muscles into this whole, keeping yourself on one leg. Balance is all about having a nice tight core. Same on the other side. So starting out, just bring one foot up, other foot's on the floor. Feel the floor from the ball of the foot all the way across. Hold on. Like like that, across the ball of the foot to the heel. Geometry. It's no good for me. All right, so come up, foot's flat on the floor, knees bent. Tighten up the core, exhale. Trying to balance on that single leg because remember, 80% of walking is being on a single leg. So let's get this down. Make sure we have this part first. One more time, up. And down, put it together. Put it all together. And bring one leg up. If you need to, have your hand over the chair, back of the chair. Rotate the shoulders with the knee up. And then you can let go. That's the first step to getting this one, is bringing the knee up, around. You got the hand on the chair. Shoulder blades are back, just like you did when we did the single leg without the rotation. In and back. Stay on that side. We're going to go with one side at a time. That way, if you're using the chair, perfect. We'll stay right there. Up. Also, really important on this one is not letting, as you bring that leg up and do the rotation, knee's going to want to pull in as you do that rotation. You're taking the back and you're putting a lot of stress on the spine with those muscles around it by twisting like that. You want to make sure that everything's pointed forward. Rotation comes through the middle of the back to the thoracic spine. This is the exercise right here. Rotation, holding yourself up at the same time as you rotate, holding yourself up on a single leg. And in and back down. It may not feel like it, but it's exercise. It is. All right. Other side. Up. So I got the knee up first. I'm making sure knee, toe, hip are in alignment. Then I rotate the shoulders. Chin follows chest. Shoulder blades are back. Once I've got all of that, then I can start playing with that single leg balance just a little bit. Less and less work. Less and less touching of the chair, surface contact are your modifications on this one. And if you get to a place where this is comfortable, you can do the leg up and rotate. But don't spend your time, if you're trying to do it on a single leg and you're spending all your time wobbling with balance, use the chair. Use the chair instead. Make these muscles work the way we want them to. Concentrate on that, not on the balance. Because this will bring you the balance. Once you get those muscles stronger, you're going to be able to tighten them up and be able to stand over that stationary leg. All right, ready? Leg up. One at a time, straight up and back down. Staying on that same side. Shoulder blades are back. Stationary leg, stance leg, foot up flat on the floor, knee bent just a little bit. Lift. And exhale lightly as you do. So you're going to start getting those glutes a little more involved with each time. Squeeze. You're really going to feel it on the stationary leg side as you do that contraction through the glutes. So you're working little different glute muscles with the two sides. You're lifting on this side with the hip flexor. You're bringing it up just a little bit on the back side. You're stabilizing. The other side's holding you up. So you feel the glutes working differently on one side than the other. That's why we do both sides. It's that balance thing. And again, once you get comfortable with it, think about how much you're making contact with the back of the chair. How much do you need? Use what you need. But don't rely on it to hold you up. Rely on the core to hold you up. Have the chair there just in case. And I'm just in casing a lot. I am not standing on a stationary leg very well. All right, let's try it on the other side. Up. Again, start out slow. How high the foot comes up doesn't matter in the least. What matters is that you can feel these muscles working through the butt, through your bottom, and across the lower abs and the hip flexors. squeeze tight. So if I'm not careful, I catch myself leaning into the chair way too much. So I've got to remind myself that it's not there for me to just rest while I'm here. I'm exercising. And that doesn't mean I'm exercising doesn't mean I don't touch the chair. The exercising means I'm concentrating on using the focal muscle groups, which are the abs, glutes, hip flexors, quadriceps. Just means I'm being safe about it because I don't want to fall. And I've spent too much of my life doing this while trying to exercise and spending it on the wrong thing. The other problem with that, I always hurt my back. When I'm juggling around, I'm trying to tighten up all at the same time. It's like when you slip on ice. You don't have to fall to get hurt. It's just a quick pop where you tighten every muscle up in your body all at once that you run into problems. All right, back over to the other side. Lift one arm up. Just one for right now. You know, like, teacher, that kind of thing. Just arm down, reach the shoulder forward. I want you to use one arm at a time because using both, it's a lot easier to keep your symmetry to make sure that you're pointed forward. Put one down and bring one out front. And you have this tendency to want to roll the shoulders. We don't want to do that. We want to just bring it down and reach out. Feel the muscles working in the front of the shoulder here, very edge of the chest. Feel the muscles stretching in the upper back at the same time. And it's rolling the shoulder out. So it's not you going out with it, chin coming to chest, trying to reach out far. It's just a nice, small up overhead. That's where I was. Draw that shoulder blade down. So remember, when we're doing this, always think about these muscles working on the outside of the back, that as you bring the arm down, you're also driving that shoulder blade or pulling it down toward the hips and then rolling the shoulder forward and back in. So you're stabilizing the shoulder blade, just taking and rolling that shoulder out just a little bit. One more time. Out. Feel the muscles working on the other side to prevent you from spinning because the torso wants to twist on this one. You're using those muscles on the side of the hips, side of the core to hold you aligned. So you're pointing forward. That's where you want to be. Other side. Down. Again, up over the top. Bring it down, right in front. And back up. Don't forget neutral position. Stationary leg. Always be thinking about that. I say stationary leg because we're going to do single leg now. So bringing that foot up. Start there. Hands on the chair. Hand on the chair. Foot up in front. We're going to bring the arm up. Bring it down and reach. So the arm comes down. Leg comes up. Still holding onto the chair. And from right here, see if you can lessen your grip on the back of the chair and hold yourself in place. So again, as you're moving, hold on to the chair, use it to help you, and then see if you can lessen your grip. Glutes are tight, don't forget that. Shoulders rolling out, opposite arm. Arm does not have to go all the way up. Foot does not have to come all the way up. You can find somewhere that's comfortable for you here in the middle, concentrating on the glutes on that stationary side and the core muscles. Upper and lower. One more time. Extend. Reaching down, other side. Take just a second here. See what you can feel different from when now that you've only done one side. For me, the muscles on the side where I'm on the stationary leg and bringing the arm down, that's the side I feel that has really worked the most. That's why we're going to the other side now. But just feel the difference in the two. That's what we're looking to accomplish on both sides. When you get done, you shouldn't be able to tell the difference. All right, hang on to the chair. Bring the foot up. Bring the arm out. Exhale. Squeeze the glutes at the same time. See if you can lighten the grip on the chair and bring it back up. Couple more. Again, don't spend all your time balancing. Just make sure you're feeling those muscles through the core work. You know where they're supposed to be. You could feel it when you did the other side. Now you know exactly where they are. Try to bring them into it. Whoo, end down, water time. We have 3 periods. First period is done. Moving on to the second one. So we're really enjoying that leg up. I'm gonna keep doing it. Keep moving in between here. Just take a breath. Take a breath. Take a breather, and but keep moving. Don't let that stop. Again, you don't want to just quit moving all at once after you've gotten that heart rate up. Not good. You want to make sure that you're still working it so that you bring the heart rate down slower. All right. Next, just bring the leg up, arm across, reach. See if you can get the hand down by the inside of the thigh, under the knee, whatever. It doesn't matter. All you're doing is bringing the leg up, arm across. Really concentrate on that stationary leg and the core. Everything is pointed right out front. Shoulder blades are back, spine's in neutral. And just that arm, reach across, exhale, and back out again. Again, this is where you want to see if you can let up on that chair just a little bit. Get yourself up. Get yourself set first. Foot up. Make sure the back is in alignment. Butt muscles squeeze tight. Bring the arm down. Exhale. Really contracting those core muscles. And once you do that, then see if you can let up on the chair just a little bit. And now get those glutes involved. You're going to feel it again on the stationary side. The stationary side, you're going to feel it lower part of the butt. Around. Also on the outside, holding that hip out, preventing it from just dropping. Other side. This is not the end of this exercise. There's another piece to this yet. Going, this is too easy. Not yet. Just wait. Foot out. Arm up. Lift the leg, arm down. Again, we're not worrying about getting the hand underneath the leg. Just bring it to the inside of the thigh, making sure that leg's coming right up straight. Again, I'm putting way too much pressure on the back of the chair. I'm concerned about what I'm doing down here, which is good, as long as I remember that. Once I've got that, my left leg is way weaker today, or I don't have my balance as well on the left side. Oops. I start to go to the side. My eyes start to get big. It's like, ah. One more time. And back. And have the chair near you. If you've got a wall behind you, that is actually the best. What we're trying to do is both arms. So bring the leg up first, bring one arm down, and then bring the other arm down if you can. And then back up. If it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you. Hold on to the chair lightly and just do one arm at a time. That's fine. Just want to give you options for where you're at right now. That's our job, is to make sure that you're getting the most out of these exercises that you can, that your body's giving you. That's what you take, no more than that. So whether you have to hold on to the chair or not, it's just holding on to the chair is going to get you stronger so when you get to this, so you can get to this point. Other side. It's that whole thing about everybody starts at their own place, and I don't know that we really grasp that it's just like what you're able to do right now, that's you, and that's it. That's okay. And then just a little at a time. All these modifications are so that you know where you can go with this. Arms up, foot up. Doesn't mean you have to be there now. It's just, there was a time before I started working out that I get up in the morning and it's like, I don't know, I just don't want to just go to work, come home, and go back to bed again. I needed something to look forward to. And that's what I look at exercise as. Those modifications are, okay, this is what I can do now, but I've got something to work toward. And if I don't, it just doesn't, it's like, if I'm going to make sure that I run, I need to have a race to race. So that I have it doesn't matter how well I do at it, it just gives me the momentum or the motivation to get active. Same with this, knowing that there is a place I can get to that I'm not there yet is motivating. It brings me out on the floor. It makes me want to do the exercises. One more time. And that was probably way more information than you needed. All right, arms up. Together, we're going to just bring them down in a V. So just a nice, easy to the side. Roll them down. Shoulder blades come down as you pull down. And then back up again. Shoulder blades go back. How high you get the arms doesn't matter. Shoulder blades back do. You always want to keep that shoulder girdle in a straight line so that no matter where the arms are, when you rotate the upper body, you're rotating the entire shoulder girdle. If you don't, the core is going to get involved. So it's kind of a row. Again, your hands don't have to go all the way up overhead. That's not necessary. You go where you can. Up and back down. This is just as effective. You come out front like this and come down. Same thing. Up. Bring it up, hold out front. Make sure you're getting those core muscles involved, glutes underneath if you forgot that. Coming down, shoulders around, using those muscles through the upper back, twisting around, holding the muscles in the hips straight, rolling the shoulder blade down so you feel it all the way through the core. This is just an all-over core exercise. And we haven't even made it really hard yet. We have to do that now. Again, chair next to you if you need it. It is bringing this arm down, pushing toward the floor, bringing the knee up. If you have to, hold on to the chair. Bring that arm down, drive. Making sure the knee comes up straight. Don't let it cross. Those little moves are so important for the long run because if you can keep that leg straight, you're going to start strengthening up those muscles in alignment, which is what we need. Strong muscles will automatically go there. If you get them strong, they will go right straight out in front where they're supposed to. It's really all about you controlling the movement. Not letting the muscles just do whatever they want to do. Other side. Move the chair. Over for me. All right, here we go. Leg up first. First one, I'm going to do this a piece at a time. Keep the glutes tight. Keep the foot flat on the floor. Knee is bent. All of those things. Exhaling, tightening up the core as you do those ab muscles. To help with the exhale. Those all go together to keep you balanced. I think it's a shame when they set people up to do, one of the tests we do for balance is single leg balance. But when you do the tests, they don't tell people what they need to do to stay balanced, to get there. If you knew, you'd do it. Up. So many mechanics involved. All right, hip hinge, grab onto the back of the chair. Feet apart, we're just going to do, so apart, shoulder width, a little wider than hip width apart. Pushing the butt back, coming down, looking down at the floor. Look, there it is. And Back up, concentrate on the knees staying over the ankles as you do this. So it's a hip hinge. It's not a squat where the knees come out front. It's a hip hinge where the butt goes back because the hinging is happening at the hip, right? Hence the name. And up, step in if you need to get yourself back up. Roll the shoulder blades back. Step forward again. And come down. Come down shallow, not very far. Hold the shoulder blades back, squeeze, and then see if you can let go of the chair and see how that feels on your back. If you have any pain in the back at all from doing that, get your hands back on the chair. Don't go down as deep and try it again. Find the place that you can get into this hip hinge that it doesn't hurt the back. And then you can do it without the chair, making the core do all the work. Core, hamstrings, glutes. Everything you do is put the hands on the thighs. If you don't have a chair there, do the same thing, and then come back up again. Because what I want you to be able to do is not holding on. Bring the arms right straight down, in front, keeping the shoulder blades back, knees stay over the ankles, and then roll the hips forward, bringing the arms up at the same time, overhead, touchdown, that kind of thing. And back down. So we always do these in squat good mornings, but it's a completely different experience. Get this out of the way. It's a completely different experience to do it from a hip hinge, pushing the butt back instead of letting the knees come forward. Down, knees stay over the ankles, butt stays back. Heels into the floor, feet on the floor, flat on the floor, all the way front to back. One more time. So you should be feeling this. This is a great exercise, lower back and glutes. But it's also, if you go too far with that lower back exercise, it's a real pain for it. I meant that. It was a pun. It's a real pain. It's true, literally. So you want to be careful with that. That's why you take your time. You start a little bit, not big, and then you come up. And if that was doable, no problem. Come down a little bit deeper. Make sure the shoulder blades are back. Chest up, chin out. Shoulder blades back are the most important thing here. And then pushing into the heels. Feel all those muscles work from below the buttocks up to the top of the lower back. Session 2, period 2, done. Man, this is going fast. It's like, where did all the time go? And we go to the next one. We haven't done these in a while. It's a regular for us. It's one of our staples. Foot up. Leg out, knee and toe point out to the side. In and back down. Don't worry about balance right here. Hold on to the chair. All you need it. Don't even think about that right now. Just think about knee bent, foot flat on the floor. Knee comes up right straight out in front. Here's the real important part. As you come out to the side, knee and toe go together and out. Just think about that for right now. Bring it in. And back down. This other hip, not moving. It's staying pointed right straight forward. Now start feeling the muscles work on the outside of the hip. Maybe you can pull that out just a little bit more. Make sure you're not overstressing the inner groin muscles, that you're not taking and straining those. A little stretch, but nothing more than that. Bring it back in and down. Now start working on balance. Lighten up your hold on the chair. Up. And back, couple more, up. One last time, up. And back down. Here's the important thing. So if you were to go to the other side, if you were to just first time try to stand on a single leg, bring the leg out here, and you're all out of alignment, you're falling over because the brain hasn't figured out where you're at yet. Proprioception is not kicked in well yet. You're going to think, I can't do this. But if you just take a little bit at a time. Again, this is all about that modification. Up. Letting go of the chair may not be the thing you need to do. That's okay. It's okay. Just lighten up. Make the chair do the work, or make the core do the work, not the chair. Make sure the rest is in place first, though, before balance is that last piece. It's going to be the hardest piece. Right now, just worry about the logistics of doing it, that everything's lined up. You feel how far out that leg's going to go. Then you can start working that balance piece. You don't have to worry about all the rest. You already figured that out. Knees bent, foot's flat on the floor, hips tight. Two more up. Last one. Hands up behind the head. Shoulders back as far as you can get them. Elbows back to wherever they'll go. Heads up, looking right straight out in front of you. I really had a grip on the back of my head. I was ready to push it down. Lighten it up. Fingertips only. Talking to me. Knees are bent. Remember, wherever your elbows are, does not matter. Ear over shoulder over hip does. That is the most important piece of this, that you're keeping that alignment as you come down, and you're keeping the head up. Don't let the ear come down to the shoulder and you just kind of collapse over to the side. You're not going to feel any muscles working over here to pull you down. If you come out of diagonal, it's dragging you down at that diagonal, pulling you down, not dragging. And up. Dragging sounds kind of wrong. Other side. Don't forget shoulder blades down. Glutes squeezed tight. So if you do it once with the glutes just relaxed, not doing much with the butt, just coming down on the side. Feel how that feels through the lower back. And then up. Now, tighten up the glutes first. Pelvic tilt forward. Then come down on the side and exhale. Feel how much more the muscles are engaged. How you bring a whole other muscle group in, and how much more stable you are with that extra set of muscles tightened up. So the move's not big. And up. Arms down. Back to the legs one more time before we put this together. We're going to do the leg up and out. We did before. Hang on to the chair. Get back into this part of it. Knees out, knee and toe together, and then lift. That's it. As you pick up, make sure that the heel's not coming in. As you start to tighten those muscles or stretch those muscles, the tight muscles are going to pull that heel in. So you want to make sure that you can keep that foot out. Work the muscles on the outside of the hip to do that, outside of the glutes, to bring that heel in alignment, and then squeeze. Don't forget the glutes. Don't forget your mom's bar. Up, out. Couple more. Up, out. Take your time. Knee comes back into the middle. Make these very slow, conscious movements. You're bringing the foot down. You're rolling that knee in, and now you're dropping it down to the floor. Be conscious of every inch of that move. Arm up on the side. We're going to do a crunch, a wacky jack. Knee up, shoulder down, squeeze, and back in and down. Get your balance. Make sure your foot's flat on the floor. One foot up, knee out, squeeze the glutes, which is a whole lot easier to do. When you bring that knee up, those glutes just kind of get involved. Or squeeze the glutes, that knee just comes right up. Couple more times, up and out. Upper crunch, lower tuck. Two more times. One more time. And back. Nope, leg first. I was going to put my hand up there. Don't have to yet. Give my shoulders a break. Get set. Hand on the chair. Up and out. Think about that first. Squeeze the glutes, get them tight. As you bring that knee up, back in and down. Up, out, tuck. Yikes. That's an important thing. When you start to bobble a little bit, what'll happen, at first you're just like, oh, and you want to put that foot down right away. You want to help yourself. You want to protect yourself. Perfect. If that's what you need to do, that's what you need to do. But in time, you start trying to pull it back up again. Light touch. And then controlling that movement back up again where you want to be. Because those fast moves have a tendency to overcompensate to the other side. All right, up, over. Glutes tight? Mine weren't. Now they are. So many pieces. You know, if they'd make exercising less complicated, more people might do it. I don't know. Up, out. It's a fun challenge. Up and out. For me, that feeling of accomplishment as when I've gotten done is just, it's such an important part of my life. It always has been. One more time. Up, out. And back down. One left. One left. Back to that high knee march. I'm bringing the chair back. So this has really been about the march, about the single leg march. Standing on one leg but dynamic. Other foot moving. One at a time. Bring it up. Chair's next to you. Those muscles should be pretty tight right now, pretty strong. You've really got them warmed up. Brain's got it figured out, kind of side to side marching. So see if you can just hover over the chair and bring that up. Everything stays in alignment. I'll straighten my toe out too. Again, that foot doesn't have to come up very high, and I'm sorry I didn't mention this sooner, but remember, always, single leg. You can always start on a kickstand. Find your balance on the stationary leg. When you're here, what you need to be thinking about is a stationary leg. What you're trying to do is get balanced over the top of that leg, foot flat on the floor, knees bent, core's tight, glutes are tight, then pull the toe up. And eventually you don't need to do the kickstand because you've got the strength and the brain goes right there knowing what to do to get you balanced. I'm not switching legs. I should be. So right now what you should see is that this is easier than it was the first time we did it. Those muscles are stronger. They're warmed up. As importantly, the brain is now functioning. You've kind of worked on it. That's what we're trying to do is hardwire the brain into getting you to that point so it just automatically goes there. Wide stance. Knees bent just a little bit, feet flat on the floor. We're going to do a punch. Most important thing is not letting the hips turn. So you're going to bring that arm across, shoulder girdle rotates, push out, and bring it back in. Other side. Squeeze the glutes when you do that. Feel that engagement down there. Again, it is so much more stable than just relaxing those muscles. If you bring them into it, you'll feel your base is so much more secure. Back shoulder back as front goes front. So as you're punching across, that other shoulder is going back at the same time. So you're getting a great follow through with this. It's feel the muscles working all the way up the back as you do that. And then out. So here what I want you to do is get that feeling of stability where the hips don't move as you bring the shoulders around and the shoulders girdle does stay in a straight line. Because we're going to add this to that leg up. And it's slow. Take your time. Feel the muscles working. Be engaged all the way through it. Starting out with the chair, one leg at a time. Hand up. Make a fist. Make a fist. Leg comes right straight up. Roll. So don't stop over this knee. This time you're going to try to roll the shoulder girdle around just a little bit more to the side. You're going to feel a whole lot more engagement happening on the outside of the torso, these obliques, and then going to the side of the back. Remember, that back shoulder's got to go, though, too. Stay on that one side. Don't let the knee cross like mine just did, if anybody's watching that. Hey, his knee went across. Yeah, I know. I saw it. I don't feel bad that I did it. I would feel bad if I didn't catch it. That's why you do this enough. You know what your body should feel like for every one of these movements. If you feel that knee coming across, you know it's not in the right place. It's just automatic. And that kind of knowledge of your body is what's going to save you. If you're ever out and you trip, you just know something's wrong. The brain knows it immediately. It pulls you back. Other side brings you back to stable. Hand up. Knee up. If you can, let go of the chair. Doesn't matter. There's only like 4 minutes left, so don't get hurt here. Up. And one more up. This is another one of those exercises that's really great to do in the corner. Where your walls come together. That's a corner. Because you can do this move, and you've got all sorts of security behind you. 3 sides that you can kind of fall on, or you can lean to and be secured. Grab a drink of water. We're done. Except for the stretching. All right, a lot of hips went into this one. A lot of hips. Feet across. Knees bent. Real easy to do here is lock the knees out as you bring the feet across. You want to make sure that they're bent. And again, it's a hip hinge. Butt's going back. You want to stretch out the outside of the hips. We're also going to get the glutes and hamstrings at the same time. This one I'm actually feeling lower back as well. It's getting a nice stretch. Apparently that was tight this morning. Up, back up through, switch sides. Other foot back, other foot front. Knees over the ankles. And butt goes back. Deep breath, exhale. Let yourself fall into it a little bit. Use the chair. Use the chair on this one. Keeps the shoulder blades back. Controls that drop so you can always feel just the right amount of stretch in there, not too much. Mama bear, just right. All right. Fingers intertwined, palms up to the ceiling. Ear on the inside of the upper arm. And side bend. I'm guessing that most of you are already doing a side bend. I was trying to figure out what I was going to do with my arms up there. Why do I have my arms up over my head? Other side. What was I thinking? Again, ear, shoulder, hip are the most important things to keep in alignment. Where the arms are, doesn't matter. You get them as far as you can. Get the shoulder blades as tight as you can. That's all that really matters. Shake that up. Fingers right straight down. I'm sorry, fingers intertwined, palms right straight down. Shoulder blades back. Draw down through the shoulder blades. I love that stretch. And bring it back in again. Side to side, feet out wide. I'm just going to go into this little hip hinge. Side lunge, weight shift. Butts back, stretch the hamstrings out. You also feel the inner thigh of that long leg, straight leg. And up, other side, same thing. And nice and slow, bring it up. Control, shoulders are always square to the floor as you come up, always keeping the spine in neutral. And shake that out. Step out to the side, bring the arms up overhead. Deep breath in through the nose. Get the lungs filled up, feel the rib cage stretch, push the stomach out, and then tighten up those core muscles, those abs, to force the air back out again. And that's the important thing, is getting all the air out of the lungs as much as you can. Coming over to the other side. Again, deep breath in, fresh air. Fills the lungs. Pushing the stomach up, bringing the diaphragm down, and then tighten up the core muscles. Exhale. As you come back, have yourselves a wonderful weekend. It was so good to be with you today. And I will see you again next week. That's when. I knew that.
Thanks, Ron. Good class.
Thank you very much.
Again.